Boy, g'day guys, it's Sam here from Build Not Bored, and today we start by making this battery box for the second battery, and then we start getting on to upgrading the interior by putting a new dash in. Dead keen for this episode. We start looking at all the shiny stuff going on. Oh, let's get to it! Now, I'm still not 100% sure what battery I'm gonna go with, but it's gonna be some sort of deep cycle in here. I wanna go lithium, but they're a lot of money, like $2,000. So most batteries being a similar sort of size, I'm probably gonna make one decent enough to fit anything I can put in there. So I wanna put it, like on my old wagon, have it across here, pretty much using some angle iron as the battery box, and then a couple of pieces coming straight down, and then cut this, back it off here, and this hole is 10mm. Have a bar that comes down to support the back side. Ow! Getting bitten. Down here there'll be a bar going down to the chassis rail, bolted onto there, welded, whatever. And then this hole here, no, that one there will be for the third support, where I can just, actually I'll probably drill a hole or use one of these to hold. So you got 3 points of contact there, and that'll support the battery, and it's worked pretty mint on the last one. Flashback. My battery box rattled loose, so I've got to, like, it's cracked the weld on the body mount and taken the bolts out the chassis rail, so I'm just gonna try and tech screw that back in, lock tight the bolts on the chassis, got some spare ones, try and get back to cans. So yeah, I'll make it a bit stronger this time. Let's get to it. Okay, now time to start looking at making this battery box. I've gone around and measured up the old batteries I had, and it looks like it's going to be about 320 by 190, and that's roughly what the battery box size is in the car at the moment, the main starting battery. So we'll cut to that, and hopefully it should help, because I still don't know what kind of battery I'm going to go with. AGMs don't like the heat. No, they call them like deep cycle and crankers, like all-rounders, and people are like, nah, they're shit. So I don't know, yellow tops don't have much amp power, they're pretty expensive. So I'll just cut it for any size, and hopefully we'll find something to fit. So I'm just using some angle iron. Got some angle iron, gonna cut it up, set the drop saw to a 45-degree angle cut, do all the cuts in there, weld her up, and then just rest it in the engine bay and see where we're gonna mount those hold down points, so it's nice and secure. Now also, because we're gonna be doing some welding, I'm gonna have to put a long sleeve shirt on, just for safety first, kids, but I don't have any branded shirts at the moment, so we'll sort that in a second. There we go. And of course, if you haven't got your merchandise already, you want to grab yourself a sticker. We also do these pretty sweet, well, yeah, these window banners as well. But the link will be in the description below. Go get yourself one of those. All right, let's get cutting. By the way, the little bro got me a stellar Christmas present. Built Not Bought branded welding mask. Fucking mint. there's one thing I've learned today, it's that any weld can look good with a bit of grinding. Terrible welding as usual. Get it!
Oh, you missed.
Oh, nah, need to do it again. One more.
What's so hard? Who recognised that bloke? That was my boy Liam from Chasing Line series. He was my passenger, and his missus there came to say good day. And they want me to edit one of their recent ski trips to New Zealand. Yeah, like I'm gonna have time for that. After the Build Not Bought videos have been edited, we'll get onto that, sir. Alright, where were we? We're gonna get this last bar on the battery box, weld that up, and paint it. Alright, I'm back! Now, when I start looking at this dash in here, what we're gonna have to do is pull out this tube. You may remember I spent some time fixing this up, flashback. Alright, we've got it all ready to paint now, taken off all the rust and that, we've cleaned it up, dried it up, get this thing sprayed on and see what we're left with. Yeah, waste of time that was, because I have to put the new Series 4 one in to get the new Series 4 dash in. So what I'm going to do now is pull this back out. Also, the steering column needs to be changed. Now the reason for that is we've got different clock spring on there and I'm using different indicator and light stalks, so it's easy just to change out the whole steering column and everything with it. Put the new one in so it can fit the Series 4 steering wheel as well. So there's a bit of wiring to do to sort them out, which we'll get to, but for now, sort out all these bars and panels and oh, hold on. Hold on, it's an emergency, it's an emergency. What? Single choc with, not with nuts, sorry, just with the flake, 2 of them, and the chocolate coating as well. You don't want it? Oh, new parts, boy! Let's open her up. Don't even ask me about the dollars. Now the fun begins. Don't know how much of this I'm gonna film, probably not a lot, but what we need to do is firstly, the old air conditioning unit was an old analog system like this. When you turn the knobs here, it actually pulls on these cables, changing the vents. Now, this dash that I got was out of a 4.8 Ti, so this is all digital. You can see the only thing in the back is a plug, so I need to convert that analog to these. I don't even know if it's gonna work yet. You may see episode, I don't know, 20 or whatever, and I've gone back to using this one because I threw this out the wall or something. I'm gonna give it a crack though, try and find the pinouts for these. I did get the actuators out of the Ti as well, so these should bolt onto that. If I can get this harness to somehow marry up to this, hopefully I can get the buttons and that to make these work. Next, this clock spring is off of the Series 4 dash, steering wheel, all that jazz. I need to marry up these wires to the indicator stalks and the headlight stalk and the wipers up to these old plugs, and these plugs will be cut with these ends on it, so when I put the new steering wheel on, just plug them in and everything should work. The click's not working. Yeah, we're in for one hell of a ride, I think. Okay, so here's what's going down. Pretty much I have the dash that I bought from Nissan just then, right? But it didn't come with any of the little interior bits like the aircon vents or around the center kind of stereo surround and all that. So I need to source some of them. There's a bloke over in Queensland, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get it off of him, and that'll finish off all the inserts to get the dash sorted, and then we can start putting it back together. So fingers crossed we can get this stuff from over there. Yeah, so what I've done is using the wiring schematics, some I found on the net for this TI, I've basically hooked up all the power cables it requires in the earth here, and hopefully it'll fire up. There we go. Now these potentiometers will run these motors here. So as I switch the air position, one of these should move. There we go. So it's looking like I'm able to get these to talk to each other directly, and then this other one here is for the hot cold blend. So the only last thing is to work out the fan speed motor, which might be an issue because my DX Patrol has a whole lot of resistors, which as you flick from 1, 2, 3 or 4, it adds in resistors which changes the speed of the motor. But because this is a digital system, it needs to go through a control module box, tells the fan speed to change. So I can test the signal for the aircon and I'll send that to the ECU and then that to the clutch on the compressor on the motor. That's pretty much, it should work after that, I think. Pretty basic, like it's got all these auto functions, but I won't be needing any of that because it's not climatized. So I'm just hoping the extra sensors on the TI aren't required for mine, because there was some extra temperature sensors, pressure sensors that were in there, and hopefully without them it'll still work. I'm either gonna have to earth them out or just leave them cut. So it's the last thing I've got to work out before I get this in. But the indicators and whatnot have been done, so let's go have a look at that. We'll continue with what we're doing. Yo, what? Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that's alright. Nothing you can do, man. That's alright. I'll sort something. Oh, cheers for your help anyway. Appreciate it. Alright. Peace. Alright, so it turns out the dash that I was getting is not going to be able to make it here from over east. I've been struggling to find one of these things. If anyone's been following me on social media, you know I've been asking who's got a Series 4 dash. Thought I had one, but it turns out it can't come here. It's going to cost a lot. So what I'm going to have to do is back to square one. Hit up some records. But I got the call late this evening, so I think it's gonna have to wrap it up for this episode because I need to source something. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and make sure you hit up my buildnotboard.com.au/store for your t-shirts and stickers, all the merchandise on there for sale right now, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh hey, click the button to subscribe to my channel and you'll finally be happy.